quick prediction. Taurus, are you between 50 and 70 years old? It's not just an age. It's the beginning of a whole new phase. You are on the cusp of, yes, you are on the cusp of 20 years of prosperity. The coming years can change everything, your financial situation, your career, your life in general. Do not miss the chance. The route of your financial success has already begun, and there is no going back. What does that mean? It means that now every mistake, every step matters. Every day counts. Think about it. Are you ready? Your best years are just beginning. It's time to take action. Taurus is an earth sign that always strives for stability, material well-being and comfort. Strict, practical, yet persistent and true to his beliefs, he is able to go a long way to achieve success. But here's the secret, Tauruses don't seek a quick buck, they build their wealth gradually. They have the patience to work for results, long-term results. So who will enjoy this success? Tauruses who have learned the value of hard work, economy, and organization throughout their lives are the ones who will enjoy the fruits of their efforts over the next 2 decades. Those who relied on luck or weren't disciplined enough, on the other hand, will now have to figure out how to make up for lost time. Why can Taurus expect financial prosperity in the next 2 decades? It's simple, starting in March 2025, the influence of the planets, Pluto, Jupiter and Venus, will create unique opportunities for Taurus. This is when many of their dreams of stability and wealth will be able to materialize. This is not an accident. This is an astrological phenomenon that opens new horizons for long-term prosperity. Transitioning from life stages to new opportunities. The life of a Taurus, as with any sign, is divided into several stages. In adolescence they dream, in youth they strive for realization, in maturity, they become wise and conscious. But now, when the age of 50 to 70 comes, there comes a moment when everything they have learned begins to bear fruit. It's a time when the experience and knowledge already gained begins to work for long-term success. It's a transition from the usual stability to a burgeoning prosperity. And it is now, at the age of 50 to 70, that completely new horizons open up for Taurus. So how does the age of 50 to 70 open up new opportunities? It is during this period that Taurus can start new projects, thanks to the life experience and financial wisdom they have gained. This is the age when they already know what is important and what is not. Every action, every choice is now thought out. They are not in a hurry, but every step is thought out to the smallest detail. And when the time comes for big changes, Taurus is ready at that moment. Pluto, Jupiter and Venus. These planets will play a key role. Pluto, the planet of transformation, will create situations that will force Taurus to change, to be more flexible in financial matters. Jupiter, the planet of luck, will open up new opportunities for growth and expansion. And Venus, the planet of wealth and pleasure, will favorably influence their ability to attract money and enjoy the fruits of their labor. This is a powerful astrological combination that promises Taurus's truly golden years. Transiting through great Pluto. When Pluto enters your life, nothing stays the same. This has its own magical meaning. Pluto is the planet of transformation. He doesn't just change, he destroys the old and builds the new. And right now, Taurus, Pluto is beginning its long-awaited work in your life. How does Pluto's transit change the financial situation of Taurus? Pluto is forcing you to rethink everything that has to do with money, your relationship with capital, your approach to business, and most importantly, your attitude toward yourself. Everything that you thought was impossible will now be possible. Financial opportunities that once seemed distant and hard to achieve are now within reach. Pluto is transforming old beliefs, changing the way you look at money, and forcing you to act in new ways. It's not just a change, it's a revolution in financial consciousness. And you won't be able to stay out of it. You will act, and the results will be stunning. Pluto is like a transformer, what once seemed impossible is now easily achievable. Now that Pluto has stepped in, you will feel the changes come easily. He will make the impossible possible. And that includes financially. Say goodbye to old fears and doubts, now you know exactly how to achieve what you want. Let this be your key to success for the next 20 years. Jupiter, the planet of luck. Here comes Jupiter, the planet of luck, generosity, and expansion. Jupiter comes into play in 2025, and this is when a whole era of financial success begins for Taurus. With Jupiter by your side, luck isn't just on your side, it will chase you. Yes, it will. At this point, you won't have to look for it, it will find you. Jupiter's role in the lives of Taurus in 2025. Jupiter is not just luck, it's global opportunity. It will open new horizons for you, start to develop new directions and strengthen your ability to grow financially. The year 2025 will be your starting point. Jupiter will present a chance for serious investments, lucrative deals, and will actively support your desire for big earnings. Forgive petty doubts, Jupiter will open the way to great success. Predictions for Taurus in 2025 and the beginning of a long period of success. The year 2025 is just the beginning. Jupiter will create the very favorable backdrop against which you will be able to not just hold on to, but increase your fortune. The next 20 years will be a time of prosperity for Taurus. The most important thing is not to miss the chance. Jupiter will not wait. Venus is the planet of love and money. But don't forget about Venus, the planet that brings not only love, but also money. Venus will especially influence your financial luck, helping you attract wealth and prosperity. How does Venus affect the financial flow of Taurus? Venus is not only the planet of aesthetics and beauty, but also a source of profit. She will give you charisma that you can use in business relationships, negotiations, and financial deals. Its influence will make it easier for you to attract partnerships, lucrative contracts, and even create new sources of income. Your whole life will be filled with harmony, money will come in and you will enjoy what you have. Predictions for personal and financial relationships in the next 2 decades. Venus will act as a magnet for financial flows in your life over the next 2 decades. Your relationships, both personal and business, will become much more harmonious and profitable. And don't forget, Venus contains one of the major prosperities that will bring you success not only in your personal life, but also in your financial affairs. Relationships with partners and co-workers will contribute to your financial achievements. Venus is not just the planet of love, she is your faithful helper on the path to wealth. Favorable aspects for growth. Taurus, pay attention. Your stars are aligned in such a way that good fortune is knocking on your door. The harmonious aspects of the planets are a real gold mine for your financial well-being. When planets are in favorable aspects to each other, energy flows easily and without obstacles. This is a time when your career can take off and financial flows will come to you at the right time. Details about the harmonious aspects of the planets that will lead to prosperity. The aspects of Jupiter, Pluto and Venus will be favorable for Taurus in the coming years. These planets will support each other, creating unique opportunities for growth. Jupiter will expand your horizons, Pluto will enable you to transform your finances, and Venus will ensure that you know how to wisely manage what comes your way. Together they will create the perfect conditions for prosperity. The impact of favorable transits on career and finances. The transits of these planets will have a tremendous impact on your career. Not only will you be able to move up the career ladder, but you will be able to discover new sources of income and begin to thrive in things you've only dreamed of before. Also, financial luck will follow you. This period gives you a chance for stability and growth in the long run. So, be ready for success. A new approach to investments. Taurus, it's time to rethink your approach to investments. The old methods are no longer working. A new approach to investing is not just about passive accumulation, but active steps dictated by inner confidence and opportunity. Tips for Taurus on investments, where and how you can start to increase your fortune. Long-term projects, they will be the key to your success. It's time to invest in stable but promising assets. It can be real estate, shares of large companies, or even cryptocurrencies, but with a long-term strategy in mind. Don't be afraid of diversification. Risk sharing is your ally. Many small investments in different areas can significantly strengthen your financial position. Research and analyze. In order to invest successfully, it is important not to just follow the crowd, but to make your choices based on in-depth market analysis and forecasts. Why exactly in this period it is worth investing in long-term projects? The period you are entering now is full of opportunities for long-term growth. From the moment Pluto and Jupiter begin to actively influence your life, many areas will develop. This is an ideal time to build a financial base that will bring profits in the future. Life after 50, what you can do for the future. Age after 50 is a time for reflection, reassessing life priorities and planning for the future. It is not the age of old age, but a time when you can lay the foundation for the next stage of your life. And the most important aspect of this stage is your financial well-being. Important steps to improve your financial situation at this stage of life are: career revisit. Maybe it's time for new projects or even a business. It's time to act on the experience you've accumulated. Optimize spending. When you've already accumulated a certain amount of money, it's important to learn how to manage your expenses. Eliminate unnecessary spending, invest in promising projects. Planning for retirement savings. Don't save for later. Start saving to ensure a comfortable life in old age. The psychological aspect of change, why it is important to believe in success. Many people are afraid of change, especially at the age of 50 plus. But know this, fear is the biggest enemy of progress. If you set yourself up for success, believe in your strength, then financial luck and change will not take long. Believe in your future, and the stars will help you. Develop a financial plan. For Taurus who want to ensure their financial well-being for many years to come, creating a financial plan for 20 years is not just a recommendation, but a necessity. A properly drafted plan will help you avoid unnecessary risks and guarantee confidence in the future. Ready? Let's get started. Tips for creating a 20-year financial plan. Assess your current resources. Start by analyzing what you already have. What assets do you have, what debts and liabilities? This will help you understand where to start. Set long-term goals. Think about where you want to be in 20 years. Do you want to be financially independent or saving up for a specific goal, like a dream home or traveling? Diversify your investments. Put together a portfolio that includes both stable and riskier investments. It's important not to put all your eggs in one basket. Regular review. This is not a static plan. Revise it periodically to account for changes in the market and in your life. Financial safety cushion. Set aside money for emergencies. This will help you avoid panic if something goes wrong. How to prioritize and what investments are worth making. Priorities for Taurus: long-term projects with growth potential. This is real estate, shares of stable companies, and promising technologies. Invest in what you understand and trust. Pay attention to the consolidation of assets to avoid risks on the way to prosperity. Stories of successful older Taurus seniors. Do you know what Taurus seniors are? They're not only grounded, but they're also successful people. Examples abound, and they inspire success. When others think their time is gone, Tauruses, on the contrary, become more successful. Examples of famous Taurus men who became financially successful at the age of 50 and older. Henry Ford. The creator of the largest automobile empire became an even more influential person at the age of 50. His story is an example of how passion and hard work can transform the world. George Clooney. At the age of 50, Clooney has become an incredibly successful entrepreneur, making billions with his company. He proved that even at an advanced age, you can create financial miracles. Maya Angelou. This outstanding woman became a world-famous writer and public figure just after the age of 50. Maya proved that age cannot be a barrier to success. The stories of these people are inspiring. They prove that it is never too late to change your life and achieve financial success. You too can become an example for future generations. Believe in yourself and the stars will help. How to improve personal relationships to maintain financial well-being. No matter how hard you try to grow your career and investments, don't forget about relationships. Partnerships and the support of loved ones are key components of your success. The role of relationships in your success, partnerships and support. Good relationships with partners, friends and family will help you maintain a balance between your personal life and your financial achievements. After all, confidence and harmony in your personal life is the key to confidence and peace of mind in your business and finances. It is important that your loved ones support your ambitions, not limit them. How to keep a balance between personal life and financial achievements. Clear division of time. Set aside time for both work and socializing with loved ones. Pay attention to personal relationships even when you're working on your finances. Openness and honesty. Talking openly with your partner about money and goals will help avoid misunderstandings and disagreements. Joint projects. Partnerships, not only in business but in life, are a powerful incentive for success. Joint investments and entrepreneurial endeavors can help you strengthen both personal and financial ties. Maintaining balance isn't always easy, but harmony in your personal life helps you attract even more wealth. Keep this in mind as you strive for financial heights. Overcoming crises and challenges. The path to wealth is not always an easy and direct route. Sometimes you have to face difficulties, overcome crises, make mistakes and get back on your feet. But Taurus knows how not to lose heart. Ready to fight? Let's find out how to avoid typical mistakes and get through the difficulties with the least losses. How to avoid typical mistakes on the way to wealth. Don't get carried away with quick money. More often than not, financial problems start with the search for easy paths to wealth. Yes, there is a temptation to invest in quick but risky schemes. However, it is precisely such decisions that often lead to losses. Long-term investments are the way to go. Don't ignore the risks. The older you get, the more important it is to assess risks correctly. Don't neglect consulting with professionals, especially when it comes to large investments. Be prepared for setbacks. Mistakes are not the end, but part of the journey. Sometimes plans don't work out, and that's okay. The key is to learn from your mistakes and not repeat them. Overcoming obstacles that may arise in this period of life. This period of life for Taurus is not only a time of prosperity, but also a time of reorganization. For example, as you age, there may be health problems or a reluctance to take risks. However, it's important to remember that serious preparation and planning can overcome any obstacles. Not only will you have to work toward financial goals, but you'll also have to actively take care of your health and well-being. The strength to overcome will be there if you are in harmony with yourself and the world around you. Working moments. What business is worth starting? Taurus with their tenacity and practicality are ideal entrepreneurs. At the age of 50+, you have not only life experience, but also knowledge that can become a great capital for business. But what kind of business should you start so that it brings a stable income? Recommendations on running a business for Taurus from 50 years old. Consulting and coaching. Your experience and wisdom can become a source of income. Conducting consultations, mentoring, creating courses and training programs. This is exactly what Taurus can start with minimal investment, but with high returns. Real estate investments. Taurus are adept at seeing opportunities where others see only challenges. Real estate is a long-term, stable area in which to invest in both residential and commercial properties. Online business. Creating an online store or paid content, such as through YouTube or blogs, can be not only profitable but also fun. What matters here is your practical approach, your ability to manage your finances and your outlook. Which projects could become particularly lucrative in the coming years? Eco-business. Every year, interest in ecology and sustainable development grows. This trend will continue to grow, and Taurus, as representatives of a sign that strives for stability, can successfully invest in eco-friendly projects. Technology and innovation. Technology startups, including artificial intelligence, blockchain, automation, these are the areas that will be profitable in the coming years. If you're willing to take risks and explore new areas, this is where the opportunities lie. Forecast for the next 5 years. Now let's look into the near future. What's in store for Taurus in the next 5 years? Get ready, because it will be a time of financial and career accomplishments. Detailed forecast for the next 5 years for Taurus. The transit of Jupiter and Pluto will favorably affect your career and finances. Taurus who are determined to succeed will be able to significantly increase their assets and achieve financial independence. Career advancement. Even if you have already reached a certain level, the next 5 years could be a time of new horizons. Taurus will receive offers of cooperation and partnerships, which will open up additional financial flows. Risks and opportunities. It is important not to be afraid of change. Financial highs may alternate with challenges. But if you plan and adapt to new conditions, your financial stability will only strengthen. Long-term investments. Those who start investing in the coming years will see great results within 5 years. Real estate, stable stocks, and startups with potential are areas that will provide steady income. What financial success and opportunities can be expected during this interval? If you follow the guidelines and work toward success, you will reap the rewards of your efforts. In the next 5 years, there will be a chance for Taurus to strengthen their position, and in 10 years you will already be able to enjoy the wealth and financial success you deserve. How to preserve and increase. You're already on the cusp of 20 years of prosperity, but it's important to remember, the path to wealth doesn't end once you've reached certain heights. It's time to not only preserve your financial well-being, but to continue to increase it. Taurus, this is for you, it's up to you to make your success even more stable and long-lasting. Key tips for maintaining financial prosperity and continuing to multiply your wealth over the next 20 years include: 1. Regularly review your investments. Wise investors realize that even the most successful projects may require adjustments. Set goals, assess risks, and remember to diversify your assets. This will be your key to maintaining stability. 2. Don't stop at what you have achieved. If you have started earning a steady income from your investments or business, keep looking for new opportunities for growth. Investing in technology, real estate, and innovation are areas that will keep you profitable for years to come. 3. Create a legacy. It's important to not only make money, but to pass that experience on to future generations. Educating your children, creating family foundations, supporting social projects, all of these will help you secure long-term wealth. Use your experience and knowledge to create stability. Taurus, you are a practical, strong, and reliable person. Use your life experience and intuition to build a solid foundation for the future. You shouldn't be afraid of change, your ability to adapt and problem solve will yield great results in the long run. Your experience-based actions are what will ensure your continued prosperity. Final recommendations. 1. Maintain confidence and belief in your abilities. Sometimes doubts arise on the road to success, don't let them overwhelm you. Remember that every step forward is another step toward your goal. Positive thinking and belief in yourself is what will keep you going through the tough times. 2. Apply the principles of long-term planning. Don't forget that sustained success requires discipline and consistency. Keep investing in yourself, learning, growing, and don't put off important decisions. 3. Find a balance between work and leisure. It is important not only to work, but also to enjoy life. to appreciate moments of joy, relaxation and communication with loved ones. Harmony between personal and professional life is the key to long-term success. Taurus, your time has come. In the next 20 years you will not only preserve but also increase your fortune. Believe in your success, go for your goal with confidence and determination. You deserve to prosper, and the universe will support you along the way.